Section 1. Section 1. Band 1.
What can I buy for Sally?
How old is he?
17.
What does he like?
He likes sport.
How about a pair of shorts?
That's a good idea.
Band 2.
What can I buy for Yasmin? How about a book? No, she doesn't like reading. How about some earrings? Oh, yes, she loves jewellery. Section 2. Section 2. Band 1.
Did you go away in the holidays?
Yes, I went to a village by the sea.
What did you do there?
Oh, I went swimming every day. And fishing. It was great.
Band 2.
Did you go away in the holidays? No, I stayed at home. What did you do all the time? Oh, lots of things. I saw my friends every day. We went shopping. I made some clothes.
Band 3.
Did you go away in the holidays? No, I stayed at home. What did you do all the time? Not very much. I got up late every day, and I read lots of books. Oh, and I learned to cook. Section 3. Section 3. Listen to Bill and Tom. Take notes.
Hello. What's your name?
Hello. My name's Tom.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
How tall are you?
I'm 1 metre 75.
How much do you weigh?
About 60 kilos.
What colour are your eyes?
They're blue.
And what about your hair?
It's fair and short. I've got short, fair hair.
Section 4. Section 4. Listen to Fuad and Ali. They have to catch a bus.
What time does the bus leave?
Let's see. 12 minutes to 10.
And how long does it take to get to the bus station?
About 20 minutes. Yes, 20 minutes.
So, we need to get there at 9:30.
No, Ali, that's too late. We have to buy our tickets. I'd like to get to the station at 9:10 at the latest.
Oh, all right. We'll get to the bus station at 9:10.
Section 5. Section 5. Ali and Fuad are arranging to meet. Fuad looks in his diary.
Would you like to come to my house next week, Fuad?
Yes, I'd love to. When?
Can you come on Saturday?
Let me look in my diary. Sorry, I can't come on Saturday.
What are you doing on Saturday?
I'm helping Dad at 6 o'clock. Then I'm meeting Rashid later in the evening.
What are you doing on Sunday?
I'm playing football at 5:15. Then I'm looking at Rashid's motorbike at 7:45.
Monday?
On Monday, I'm working in the garden at 5 o'clock. Then some friends are coming at 7.
And Tuesday?
I'm visiting Khalid in hospital after school. Then I have to get some photographs from the shop at 6:30. After that, I'm studying for the exam on Wednesday.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll have to study too. What about Wednesday?
Wednesday's fine. Early in the evening?
Okay. I'll see you about 5 o'clock.
Good.
Are you still taking driving lessons, Fuad?
Yes. I have a lesson on Thursday at 5:10.
What are you doing on Friday?
I'm going on a family picnic early in the afternoon.
Are you driving?
No, not yet.
Section 6. Section 6. Band 1. Can you take those posters down, please?
Sorry, but I've got to do my homework.
Oh, well, I'll do it myself. Band 2. Can you water the plants, please?
Sorry, but I have to write a letter.
Oh, well, I'll do it myself.
Section 7. Section 7. Aisha and her friends are going to start work on their garden. How are they going to get the tools they need? Listen.
Oh, dear. We need all these tools. We can't buy them. How are we going to get them, Aisha? Don't worry, Mariam. We don't need to buy them. We can get them from our parents, okay?
Oh, yes.
Right. We need a spade or a fork, a hoe, a watering can, and a hose. My father has 2 spades. I'll ask him for one. Thanks, Nadia. So, you're going to bring the spade. What about you, Mariam? Oh, I think I can get a hoe. Good. Mariam's going to bring the hoe. That leaves the hose, the watering can, and the fork. Yasmin, what are you going to bring? I think we have 2 watering cans. You're going to bring a watering can then, Yasmin? Yes, all right. Are you going to bring anything, Aisha? Well, there's a long hose in my parents' garden, so we can use that. What about a fork, Aisha? We don't really need a fork because Nadia's going to bring a spade. But digging is hard work, so I'm going to ask my father for one. Then 2 of us can dig at the same time. Okay. So let's see. Nobody is going to bring a hose because there's one in our garden. Nadia is going to bring a spade. Mariam. Section 8. Section 8. The snake.
Hassan shook his young brother. Get up, Khalid, he said. It's 7:15. Go away. It's too early to get up, said Khalid. Okay, I'll see you when I get back, said Hassan. I'm going to look for a black stork. Khalid sat up. Can I come? He shouted. Yes, you can. I'm going to make some sandwiches, Hassan replied. Half an hour later, the 2 boys left the house. Hassan was carrying his camera. His brother was carrying a plastic bag with food and water in it. What does a black stork look like? Asked Khalid. It's a big, beautiful bird, said Hassan. It lives in Africa for half the year, and it lives here for the other half. Is it here now? Khalid asked. I don't know, Hassan replied. We'll see. Hassan, it's 10:30, said Khalid. I know, replied Hassan. So what? I'm tired and hot. I'm hungry and thirsty too, replied Khalid. All right, said Hassan, smiling. We'll stop here for a little bit. They sat down next to a rock. Hassan handed his brother a sandwich. Khalid bit into it. It's beautiful here, said Khalid. Yes, it is, replied Hassan. The mountains are wonderful. Suddenly he put his hand on Khalid's arm. Look, he whispered. Khalid looked up. It's a falcon, said Hassan quietly. Now, shh. The falcon suddenly fell out of the sky like a stone. A few seconds later, it was up and flying again. It was carrying something. It looks like a hare, said Hassan. There are lots of hares in the mountains. That's its lunch. Hare for lunch. That's better than a cheese and tomato sandwich, said Khalid.
Section 9. Section 9. The months of the year. In January and February, the nights are cold. In March and April, it rains, I'm told. May is warm, and we can have fun. We all go out and walk in the sun. June and July are both very hot. And in August, I know it rains a lot. September, October, it's still warm here. November, December, the end of the year.
Section 10. Section 10. A poem. Listen.
30 days has September, April, June and November. All the rest have 31, except February alone, which has but 28 days clear and 29 in each leap year. Section 11. Section 11. Listen and tick the correct answers. Jack's birthday is the 18th of March. Hamid's birthday is the 21st of November. Fatma's birthday is the 22nd of July. Kevin's birthday is the 6th of February. Susan's birthday is the 19th of May. Yuki's birthday is the 3rd of August. Section 12. Section 12. Band 1.
Have you ever been to France? Yes, I have. I went there last year. What did you do there? I went shopping and visited some museums.
Band 2.
Have you ever been to France? No, I've never been there. Would you like to go? Yes, I'd love to.
Band 3. Have you ever been to France? No, I've never been there. Would you like to go? No, I'd rather go to Japan. Section 13. Section 13. The snake.
Hassan took a drink of water and stood up. He picked up his camera and took some photographs of the mountains. Then he turned to Khalid and said, "Come on, let's go." Half an hour later they came to Yemen's new dam. A huge wall holds back the water and makes a man-made lake. The two brothers looked at each other. Both had the same idea. 2 minutes later they were swimming in the cool, clear water. After 15 minutes, it was time to start walking again. The boys got dressed quickly and were soon ready to move on. Khalid was reaching for the plastic bag when Hassan saw something move. "Khalid, look out!" he shouted. He was too late. The snake went down into a hole in the ground. Khalid stood looking at the hole. His eyes were wide open, and he was shaking like a leaf. He was terrified. "The snake bit me," he whispered. "Where?" asked Hassan. Khalid pointed to 2 small holes in his leg. "Am I going to die?" asked Khalid. "No, you're not going to die," said Hassan. "You're going to stay here and keep still. I'm going to get help." Hassan helped his brother walk to a flat rock. "Stay here and don't move. Don't leave me, please," Khalid begged. "I can't. I have to get help," said Hassan. "You have to get to a hospital quickly, and you can't walk." "Don't worry." Hassan ran so fast that sometimes he fell. He did not want his brother to die. He had to get help quickly, but it was a long way. When he was too hot and tired to run any more, he saw his house in the distance. He started shouting, "Father! Mother! Help!" Nobody came out to meet him. When he reached the house, he looked for the car, but it was not there. Nobody was at home. "Oh no!" cried Hassan. "What am I going to do?"
Section 14. Section 14. Listen. Please help me. I've lost my little girl.
Oh dear. When did you lose her?
About half an hour ago.
Where were you when you lost her?
In the market. I was buying some oranges. When I turned round, I couldn't see her.
I see. Now, how old is she?
She's only 7. She doesn't know how to get home.
What does she look like?
She's quite slim and not very tall. She's got long black hair and brown eyes.
What's she wearing?
A red dress and white shoes and socks.
Okay. Now don't worry. We'll find her.
Section 15. Section 15. Listen and check your answers.
Dad? Dad! I've got a letter from Yuki.
Well, what does he say?
Listen, I'll read it. Dear Fuad, you're really coming to Japan. Fantastic. But don't stay in a hotel. Come and stay at my uncle's house in Tokyo. My whole family is staying there this August, so you can come and stay too. We'll meet you at the airport and we'll show you everything in Japan. It'll be great. Best wishes, Yuki. Well, Dad, can I stay with Yuki?
Section 16. Section 16. Listen.
Well, Dad, can I stay with Yuki?
What's wrong with staying in a hotel?
Oh, I don't like staying in hotels. Anyway, Uncle Salim will be out at work all the time. I'll be bored.
But 2 weeks is quite a long time to stay with people who don't know you.
But Yuki and his family want me to stay. They're going to show me everything in Japan. It'll be fantastic. Now, Ibrahim. The boy's right, you know. Staying with a Japanese family will be much better for him than staying in a hotel. I'll meet Yuki's parents at the airport and make sure that everything is all right.
Yes, I think you're right.
Oh, great! Thanks, Dad.
Now, Fuad, you must write to Yuki and let him know when you're arriving.
Yes, of course. Right away.
Section 17. Section 17. Band 1.
I hear that you're going to Japan. Yes, I'm leaving in August. How long are you going for? For 2 weeks. Great! Are you going to stay in a hotel? No, I'm staying with my pen friend's family. Oh, that'll be interesting. What are you going to do there?
I want to see everything.
You're very lucky. I'd love to go to Japan.
Yes, I can't wait to go.
Band 2.
I hear that you're going to India.
Yes, I'm leaving in June.
How long are you staying?
For a month?
Fantastic. Are you going to stay in a hotel?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that'll be nice. What are you going to do there?
I want to visit lots of different places.
You're very lucky. I'd love to go to India.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it.
Section 18. Section 18. Fuad meets Yuki. Band 1. Hello. Are you Fuad?
Yes, and you must be Yuki. Hello.
How do you do? Come and meet my parents.
Band 2.
This is my father. Dad, this is Mr. Salim. And this is Fuad.
How do you do, sir? How do you do? You are very welcome.
Band 3.
And this is my mother.
How do you do? It's nice to meet you.
How do you do? Welcome to Japan.
Section 19. Section 19. Fuad's first meal in Japan.
Come and eat, Fuad. Are you hungry?
Yes, I am. But where do I sit?
We don't sit on chairs when we eat. We kneel on the floor, like this.
I see. We sit on the floor in my house.
Let's eat then.
What are these?
Chopsticks. In Japan, we always eat with chopsticks.
Oh, in my country, we eat with knives, forks and spoons. It's harder with chopsticks.
You'll learn.
Or I'll be hungry. This is very nice fish. How do you cook it?
We don't cook it. This is raw fish. We eat it with a sauce.
Really? At home, my mother always cooks the fish.
Well, sometimes I cook fish, but I like it this way. Have some meat.
Do you cook the meat?
Of course. We always cook meat. Have some of these vegetables.
Oh, thanks. Well, it's different from home, but it tastes nice.
Section 20. Section 20. Listen to Abdullah reading Salman's postcard.
I've just had a postcard from Salman. He's on holiday in France.
Oh. What does he say? Read it to me, please.
Okay. Dear Abdullah, France is fantastic. I've done lots of things. I've been up the Eiffel Tower. You can see the whole of Paris from up there. I've also visited one of the biggest museums in the world, the Louvre. It was really interesting. French food is different, but it's very nice. I've even tried frog's legs. I've bought some new clothes for myself and a record for you. I hope you like it. See you soon. Best wishes, Salman.
Section 21. Section 21. The Snake.
Hassan raced to a neighbour's house. A few minutes later, he was banging on the front door. Mr. Al-Jawfi opened the door angrily. "Why are you making that noise?" he began, but when he saw Hassan's face, he knew something was wrong. "Come in, Hassan. What's the matter?" "It's my brother Khalid," said Hassan. "A snake bit him." "Where? In the leg?" No. "Where is Khalid?" asked Mr. Al-Jawfi. "He's by the dam," Hassan told him. "My car won't get there. We need a four-wheel drive. Don't worry, Hassan. My brother has one." Then he called to his wife. "When Hassan's parents come home, tell them to go to the hospital." Mr. Al-Jawfi picked up a rug. "Let's go, Hassan." 5 minutes later, they were in a jeep, bumping over the rough ground. It took about 40 minutes to get to the dam. "Stop! There he is!" shouted Hassan. Khalid was lying down. His eyes were closed. He was not moving. "Is he dead?" asked Hassan. "No, but he is very ill. We have to get him to hospital, very quickly." They put Khalid onto the rug, lifted him into the jeep, and drove off. The ground was so rough that they could not go very fast. Hassan was worried, but when they reached the road, they went faster. Hassan's parents were waiting for them at the hospital. A doctor was waiting too. "Will he live?" asked Khalid's father. "I don't know," said the doctor. "You must wait and pray." 4 hours passed. It seemed like 40 hours to Hassan. Then at last the doctor appeared, and he was smiling. "Thank God," whispered Hassan. "You can come and see him now." Hassan and his parents sat by Khalid's bed. He seemed to be asleep, but then he opened his eyes and whispered, "We didn't see the black stork." "We will," replied Hassan, "soon."
Section 22. Section 22. Listen and tick the correct answers. Band 1.
Ouch!
What's the matter, Peter? Have you hurt yourself?
Yes, of course I've hurt myself.
Band 2.
Ouch!
What's the matter, Simon? Have you hurt yourself?
No, I haven't hurt myself, but Peter's fallen off his bike, and I'm sure he's hurt himself.
Band 3. What a beautiful dress, Anne. Where did you buy it?
Thank you, Jill. Actually, I didn't buy it. I made it myself.
You made it yourself? That's amazing. Band 4.
What are you doing at the weekend, Simon?
My brother and I are going sailing.
Oh, whose boat are you going in?
Our own.
Your own? I didn't know you had a boat.
Well, we didn't, but we have one now. We built it ourselves.
You built a boat yourselves? Is it safe?
Yes, of course it is.
That's fantastic.
Section 23. Section 23.
Hello, Mrs. Woodard. Can I come in, please? I'd like to look round your home. I'm a safety officer.
The safety officer? Oh, I see. Yes, come in, please. That's Fareed, my baby. He's not well today. Now, this is the sitting room. I'm sorry he's so noisy. Now be quiet, Fareed, and play with this.
Don't give him that, please. It's too small. You shouldn't give small toys to babies. He'll swallow it.
Yes, of course. Give it to Mummy, Fareed. That's a good boy.
Oh, dear. Look at that socket. 4 plugs. You shouldn't have 4 plugs in one socket. It's dangerous.
I'll plug the television in over here, then.
No! No! Oh, I'm sorry, you can't do that. Look, now you've got a wire right across the floor. That's very dangerous. You could get a shock, or you could fall over it.
Oh, I see.
Why don't you move the television? Put it near that socket over there.
That's a good idea.
Say this is the kitchen. Very nice. Wait a minute. What's in that can? Over there, near the cooker.
Oh, that's just some petrol for the car.
What? Petrol? In the kitchen? You should never keep petrol in the house. It's very dangerous. You can burn the house down. And look at that medicine on the shelf. And look at that medicine on the shelf. You have a baby. Think about Farid. He can get that medicine, and he can drink it. You should be more careful with medicine, Mrs. Wadad.
Yes, you're right.
Well, I must go now. I'll come back next week. Please try to be more careful. Your house is very dangerous.
Section 24. Section 24. Going fishing.
Hi, Ali. We'd like to hire a boat.
Okay, but fishing is dangerous. Have you got everything?
I think so.
What will you do if the boat sinks?
If the boat sinks, we'll swim.
Yes, but you'll need these life jackets.
Oh, yes, thanks.
What will you do if you get lost?
If we get lost, we'll use a compass.
Right. Here you are. 1 compass.
Thanks.
Now, what will you do if the motor stops?
If the motor stops, we'll row.
Okay. So you'll need oars, won't you?
Oh, yes.
Right. 1 pair of oars. I think you'll be safe now.
How much is that, Ali?
Let me see. Well, if you take me fishing, I'll let you have everything free.
Fantastic. Let's go.
Section 25. Section 25. Tom and Tariq. The suitcases.
I'm sorry, I said. It doesn't matter, said the air hostess. I'll get you another one. She tried to smile at me. There was orange juice everywhere. On the floor, on the seat, all over the dinner tray, and all over the air hostess. Never mind, said Tariq. Accidents can happen to anyone. But why do they always happen to me? I asked. Tariq and I were flying to Australia, to the World Youth Camp. I met Tariq when we got on at Bahrain. Now we were on our way to Brisbane. I was asleep when we landed. We're here, said Tariq. The air hostess smiled again when we got off the plane. The man who looked at our passports was very friendly, but Tariq could not understand him. He spoke a different kind of English. I hope they don't all speak like that, said Tariq. Let's go and get our suitcases. About 20 minutes later, the first suitcases appeared. Here's mine, shouted Tariq. It's the first one. And here's mine, I said, the blue one. Can you get it, please, Tariq? He picked up a blue case. Thank you, said an old grey-haired lady behind us. Thank you so much. How kind of you. She took the case and left. It looked like my case, I said. Where is your case, then? Asked Tariq. Now there were fewer and fewer cases going round. It's not here. It's lost. What am I going to do? I shouted. Why do these things always happen to me? Why me? I was worried. Don't be silly, said Tariq. Look, here it is. I knew it wasn't lost. We walked toward the customs desk. Have you anything to declare? Asked the customs officer. No, I said. We're going to the World Youth Camp. That's nice, said the customs officer. But would you mind opening your suitcase, please? I opened my case, and the customs officer looked inside. Then he looked at me. Tariq looked at me. I looked at the case. Oh, no! It's the old lady's. Now what am I going to do? Oh, why me? Why do these things always happen to me?
Section 26. Section 26. Listen. Band 1.
Oh, no! I don't believe it!
What's wrong?
I've forgotten to bring any money.
Never mind. I'll give you some.
Great! Thanks very much. That's really kind of you.
That's all right. We're friends, aren't we?
Band 2.
Oh, dear. I don't believe it. What's the matter? I've forgotten to bring any food. Never mind. I'll give you some. Great! Thanks very much. That's really good of you. That's okay. We're friends, aren't we?
Section 27. Section 27. The First Aid Quiz.
Good morning, listeners. Welcome to our new quiz on first aid. We have our two teams, one from Yemen and one from Qatar. You know the rules, teams. If you think you know an answer, press your buzzer like this. 2 points for each correct answer. If one team gives a wrong answer, I offer the question to the other team. Right, here is the first question. What do you do first if somebody scalds their hand? Qatar?
Take them to hospital.
No, I said first. What do you do first? Yemen?
Put their hand in cold water.
Good. 2 points. Next question. What do you do if somebody touches a live electric wire and gets a shock?
Pull them away from the wire.
No. Qatar?
Turn off the electricity.
Very good. Well answered. Yes, you must turn off the electricity first. That's very important, listeners. If you don't, you'll get a shock yourself. Now for the next question. What must you do if you cut yourself with an old knife? Qatar again.
Stop the bleeding. Put a bandage on the cut.
That's not the complete answer I'm looking for. Remember, it's an old knife.
Wash the cut and then bandage it.
That's better. Wash it, then cover the cut. You might also go to the hospital. If it's an old knife, you may need an injection. That's 1 point to Yemen. Here's the next question. You are in the kitchen and the fat in the pan catches fire. Yes, Qatar.
Throw water on the fire.
Sorry, wrong. Yemen?
Cover the fire with a blanket.
Good, 2 points. Remember, listeners, you must never throw water on burning fat. Who can answer this? A small girl is wearing a dress. The dress catches fire. What? Qatar.
The same answer. Cover her with a blanket.
Well done. That's 2 more points. And now...
Section 28. Section 28. Tom and Tariq.
the eggs. "Hello," we said. There were 4 other boys in our tent. Paul from France, Chuck from America, Hans from Germany, and David from Kenya. I told them about my suitcase. They were all very kind and gave me everything that I needed. On our first morning in the camp, we woke up early. I put on French trousers, an Arab shirt, and a Kenyan sweater. The trousers were too big, and the sweater was too small. "Never mind," said Tariq, laughing. "Your case will be here soon." "I hope so," I said. We had to cook breakfast for the whole camp. Hans and David had to make the fire, and Paul had to make the tea. Chuck had to do the washing up. "Tariq and Tom, you're the cooks," said Rod Border. "Scrambled eggs for 50, please." "What are scrambled eggs?" asked Tariq. "Read this. Page 23, said Rod. He gave Tariq a book. Camp Cooking. "Don't burn them," said Rod, and went away. "Leave it to me," said Tariq. I put butter into a pan. Tariq broke 75 eggs into the pan, and then I added milk, salt, and pepper. Tariq began to cook the scrambled eggs, slowly. He didn't burn them. They were delicious, perfect. All the other boys were sitting in the dining tent waiting for breakfast. "Give me the pan," said Hans. "I'll carry it over to the tables." No, I said. "I'll do it." I was proud of Tariq's eggs. I picked up the pan and...
Section 29. Section 29. Listen to someone from the post office telling a class how to write an address on an envelope.
It is very important to write the address clearly and correctly. If you don't, your letter won't reach your friend. If you are sending a letter to the United Kingdom, that's England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, you write the person's name first. Next, the street. Next, the town. After that, the country. And finally, you write the postcode. Look at the envelope in your book and write this name and address. Write slowly and carefully. Ready? What do you write first? The name. Okay. It is Tom Brown. Remember that names begin with capital letters. Did you spell Brown properly? Capital B, R, O, W, N. Oh, and by the way, you don't need a comma or full stop at the end of the line. On the next line, you write the house number and the street. It is 27 London Road. 27 London Road. Capital L, O, N, D, O, N. Capital R, O, A, D. The town or city on the next line is Manchester. Capital M, A, N, C, H, E, S, T, E, R. The country on the next line is England. Capital E, N, G, L, A, N, D. Write a comma after England, then UK. Capital letters U and K, short for United Kingdom. Finally, and most important, you write the postcode. Use capital letters and write M20 space 4SE. Now, look at what you've written as I read it out without stopping. Tom Brown, 27 London Road, Manchester, England, UK M20 4SE.
Section 30. Section 30. Flight to Black Mountain.
How far is it now, Ed?
What's that, Mike?
How far is it now?
To Black Mountain? About 80 kilometers.
When will we get there?
Let's see. What time is it now? 3 o'clock. We'll be there in half an hour.
Good. I don't want to spend the night down there. Just look at that forest.
Yes. All those dangerous animals. Lions, snakes, lots of little things that bite.
Hey! What's happening?
No petrol.
Didn't you put any in before we started?
Of course. We haven't got any now. We're going down. Hold on. You okay, Mike?
Yes. I think so.
Thank God for that.
And now what do we do?
Now, don't worry. I'll call the airport. Black Mountain Airport. Are you receiving me? Over. Nothing. The radio's broken.
Ed, we've got a problem.